Hi, my name is Michelle Anglisano, and I am the co-author of Methylation Madness, Insight into the Biochemical and Personal Lives of Hypermethylators. I wrote this book with my orthomolecular biochemical nutritionist, Dr. Terence Dulin. Dr. Dulin has been treating me since I was 24 years old. Today I'm going to read another excerpt from my section of the book. During my years suffering with anxiety and panic, I went to many doctors, anxiety treatment centers, psychiatrists, and social workers. I also discovered meditation, tricks to help me during anxiety, and exercise to help relieve some of my symptoms. I read so many books that my shelves mimic a self-help section of a bookstore. The physical and mental anguish anxiety produces in a person is unimaginable. So much so that I contemplated admitting myself into a psychiatric ward when I was younger, many times. You see, the quote unquote beauty of anxiety is it doesn't get better. It only gets worse as you become older. You may ask why. Well, as the brain becomes more experienced, the heart becomes more vulnerable, life becomes busier, and responsibilities become more pressing. The stress level of an adult is far greater than one of a child. But, my friends, as you read my words, you will also understand that though I say anxiety only gets worse, I also say anxiety goes away. I'm a teacher of 25 years plus. I am a mother. I am a friend. I am someone who can be told, Michelle, you are the one who I turn to when I'm losing it. Am I perfect? Mm-mm. But I am proof that anxiety does go away, indeed. Unlike most people who seem to have found a doctor to help, I was less than excited to go to Dr. Dulin. In contrast, I was so against going to the appointment the day I had. It was almost impossible for me to get into the car due to my anxiety. Finally, the trauma-filled exercise was complete, and I arrived at Dr. Dulin's office. He was relaxed, looking, and had a friendly face. I don't remember our entire conversation, obviously, because it was so many years ago. But I do remember him putting his feet back on the desk, almost as if it was part of his repertoire. He looked at me, almost through me, and he still does that, if you will, with all-knowing eyes. He started telling me there were many reasons people had anxiety. One factor, he said, is heredity. In this day and time of my life, I could say bingo to that factor. But back then, I didn't know enough to say that. The second factor was environment, and the third was the person's own innate personality. I think back on that conversation and can pretty much present to you a biochemical nutrition for dummies speech, giving the most simplistic of simplistic versions of how each of those factors relate to my body chemistry. When the appointment was over, I was very impressed with what seemed to be a very wacky doctor. He told me details about my personality through patterns and fears by just looking at me. There were no blood tests involved with this particular visit. He explained to me that he would be doing whatever he does to help me. To this day, and I say this with all my heart, Dr. Dulin amazes me with his ability to relate facial characteristics, hair color, red, skin tone, eye color, on the greener side of brown, and musculature to a person's musculature to a person's personality. At that point in time, I was completely clueless about what he was going to do, but he was the only doctor I had gone to who seemed to have any type of clue of what I was dealing with on a day-to-day basis. Thanks for listening.